Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Juan Rodas. Today we have Trinidadian defender Mekeil Andy Williams. Mekeil, how are you today in Guatemala?
I'm good, man. I'm great. Just having a day off from the game yesterday.
Perfect. Mekeil, to start off, if you could talk to us about your childhood in Port of Spain, Trinidad y Tobago. How was that?
It was fun, man. I think that was some of the best times of my life. Growing up as a kid, the only thing you worried about was playing soccer, hanging out with the friends. So that's all I really did. Play soccer all day in the street. We would go to the savannah, play games, and then my father started getting me into like a program, and I just took off from there.
For sure. And then obviously, when you were in Port of Spain, did you prefer soccer, or were there any other sports that you tried out? Because as little kids, we tend to try out different sports. But in your case, was soccer the only sport?
I mean, soccer was always the main thing for me, but I did other stuff like I did running. I played a bit of cricket, but I never really liked anything else the way I like soccer.
Yeah.
I just did it for fun.
For sure.
Yeah.
And then do you think being in Port of Spain, did that shape you into the person that you are today?
Yeah, definitely. I know you think you're always going to be a product of the environment. I mean, you don't have to follow everything you see, but I think it shapes you in some way, whether it's positive, negative. I mean, you as the individual got to know what you want out of life, and you got to determine the way you're going to allow it to shape you.
Most definitely. What do you miss most about your childhood?
What do I miss most about my childhood?
Maybe not
I
paying
mean,
bills.
it was just carefree. Like you had no worries.
Yeah.
Life was just good and simple. You just played soccer, went to bed, woke up the next day, played soccer again. So I mean, I think that's it.
For sure. And if you weren't to become a soccer player, Miko, what would your profession be?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know, honestly. I think probably a coach, maybe.
Soccer coach?
Yeah, probably a coach, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. How did you feel when you signed your first professional contract, if I'm not wrong, with Pau SC in Trinidad and Tobago? How was that feeling?
Yeah, that was a great feeling for me. I mean, I played professional before, like a couple games, because I was like signed to the youth team
Yeah.
of San Juan Jablete.
Uh-huh.
And they would like call me to play like a few games, not much. But when I officially signed, it was with Mapao like the following year. That was great for me
Yeah.
because that's all I ever wanted to do. And when I had the opportunity, it was like the best thing ever.
Do you still remember the day when you first signed the contract? Were your parents there?
Nah, my parents wasn't there. It was me and like another guy, one of my friends who I grew up with. We both signed together.
Oh, okay, for sure. And then
Yeah.
eventually you go off out of Trinidad, you go play in Poland and Denmark. How were those experiences, playing very far away from home?
I mean, to be honest, it was a great experience to me. That was the first time actually leaving the country to go play professionally. I mean, so far away from home, different culture, different climate.
Yeah.
Everything was just so different. And I was like, what, 19 years, and it was just me. But it was fun for me. It was fun, and I mean, I enjoyed every bit of it.
How was the level of football in both countries, in Denmark and in Poland? How was it?
It's a great level of football, man. It's a high level. I mean, it's intense, it's fast, it's rough. You got great technical players. Everything's well organized. The coaching's great. I mean, it's a great level. It's top class.
For sure. And then was the language a barrier or no, or like were your teammates also speaking English as well?
A little more in Poland. It was a little more difficult in Poland because there was a few people who spoke English, but not much. So there was always going to be like a little barrier. But for me, I mean, it's easy. I think football is universal. Football is a language of its own, so
Yeah.
I adapted pretty easily.
And was the cold very very cold for you?
Man, it was freezing. Like the first time I got there, like one of the first things I did was we played a friendly match. I couldn't tie my laces.
No.
My fingers were stuck. I couldn't head the ball. It was crazy, man. I was like a snowman.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. And then talk to us about the food because I'm pretty sure it's very different from the your food in Trinidad and Tobago, right?
Yeah, it's for sure a lot different. That's one of the things I had to adjust to, because the way we cook in the Caribbean, we cook with a lot of flavor, a lot of spices, and it's not the same in Europe. And I mean, it's a little better in the US, but definitely not the same in Europe, So that's one of the things I had to adjust to. Food is definitely one of the things I miss the most.
Mm-hmm. Were there any tough moments, as a young adult going to a completely different continent, different country? Were there tough moments for you? Maybe being homesick?
I wouldn't say homesick because that's all I ever wanted to do. So when the opportunity came, I was so distracted by being happy. I was like overwhelmed. Like that's all I wanted to do. So when I left, I didn't have time to like settle in to be homesick. I was just enjoying the moment, doing what I love. And I mean, there's always going to be tough times when the team is losing. Maybe you think you're not playing well, but basic stuff, nothing too, too dramatic.
Yeah, for sure. What's your favorite type of music and food?
My favorite type of music is dancehall music, and my favorite food is, I don't know if you're gonna know it, but it's dumpling and saltfish. The dumplings made from like flour and saltfish.
Okay, and then I'm guessing everything from the music and the food, it comes from Trinidad, correct?
The music is actually Jamaican, but no, you have Trinidadians singing that type of music also.
Well, who's your favorite artist?
My favorite artist is Popcorn.
Popcorn, okay, for sure. And then do you have a playlist before going into a game? Possibly a playlist yesterday going into the game against Antigua?
Nah, I just switch it up. I go with my vibe at the moment.
Yeah, okay, for sure. And then also talk to us about the game yesterday against Antigua, because you started in Guatemala playing with Antigua. Was there, how did you feel the reception of the fans? Obviously for you in Gambetta.
I mean, the fans in Guatemala are great, man. They got so much energy. They always participating. They're gonna try getting under your skin if they're against you in that moment. But I mean, if they're for you, it's great. Yeah. I think the fans was great yesterday. Mm-hmm. It's actually fun for me. When they try to get under your skin, it's kind of fun for me.
Yeah, for sure. Did you recognize some faces from the past or no?
Yeah, I recognize Pinto, the center back, the goalkeeper. There was one guy who was in the States when I was there. So yeah, I recognize a couple of faces, yeah.
For sure. What did you do with your first professional contract from Pappa SC? Do you remember what you purchased?
What did I purchase? Nah, I couldn't tell you. I don't remember.
You don't remember?
Nah, I was in school at the time.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
For sure. What do we not know about Mekeil Williams? Something.
I mean, I'm not really a mysterious guy. I think what you see is what you get. So I don't know if there's one thing I could say that people don't know about me. Yeah. I don't know. I might be a little more sensitive than people think.
Okay. For sure.
Yeah.
How is it being from Trinidad and Tobago, from TNT? How is it?
In terms of what?
In terms of maybe lifestyle, obviously, yeah, probably like lifestyle and everything. Representing TNT as well.
I think we're the Trinidad people. We're people who like to have fun. We like to express ourselves. We don't like to be felt like we're in a cage. So we like to have fun, express ourselves. I think we get along with people well.
Yeah.
I think we adapt well. Mm-hmm. I think we're just flamboyant and happy people.
Most definitely. And then in the past, when you were with Antigua, and I think in MLS as well, I remember you having a little patch, a distinct patch. Was that a birthmark, or was that something that you did yourself?
Nah, I did that. That was I don't know, fashion, style. Okay. Sometimes I do stuff to boost my confidence up.
Yeah. So possibly a nice haircut too, I'm imagining.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, your appearance help sometimes. When you're feeling yourself, it shows in the game.
Yeah, most definitely. And in 2015, you signed with Antigua from obviously Guatemala. But how did that transfer happen? How did you get in contact with Antigua?
That was through my agent at the time.
Okay. And
my agent made all the connection. Simone Gerland.
Okay. And then was he the same guy who made you come right now back with Municipal, or was that Richie Arenas?
Both of them together.
Okay, for sure.
Both of them together, yeah.
Favorite place in Antigua when you were back living there?
Favorite place? The stadium.
But you didn't
Yeah,
like
the stadium.
travel around Antigua, go eat places.
Yeah, I did. I went to a couple of restaurants, but I don't remember the names.
But are you?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you the name of one.
Yeah.
I would maybe Central Park. Central Park.
Oh, okay, for sure.
I liked hanging out at Central Park. Yeah.
Did you go sightseeing or no?
No, actually, no, I didn't.
Okay. Favorite game with Antigua?
Favorite game?
Yeah.
Favorite game against Comunicación.
Comunicaciones.
Yeah, against Comunicaciones. Yeah.
For sure. And then obviously after you being with Antigua, you signed Colorado Rapids in the MLS. How was it playing in the MLS? You know, did you accomplish playing there?
I enjoyed my time in the MLS. You know, that's one of the places that I wanted to play. You know, I always told myself I wanted to play there, like since a kid. And when I had the opportunity, it was good for me. I mean, I went there, I played a lot, I had fun. I think the team did well. You know, so that was a good experience to me. I was happy I was able to do it.
And if I'm not wrong, did you play with the Guatemalteco Marco Pablo Pappa?
Definitely, most definitely, yeah. I did play with Marco.
How was
great player, man. Great player.
How was it?
Marco is great, man.
How was that experience playing with him?
Marco is great, man. I'm telling you, Marco was one of the best guys on the team for me. I mean, I think we had a good chemistry on the left side in the first season. Yeah, me and him would play. I would play left back and he would play left wing, and I think we had a good chemistry. Sure. That was fun, man. That was fun.
For sure. Have you seen him now being in Guatemala or no?
No, I haven't seen him yet, but we spoke on Instagram and exchanged numbers and stuff again, so I'm probably going to hang with him sometime soon.
For sure. Best player that you faced in the MLS?
Best player that I faced in the MLS? I wouldn't say I don't know if he's considered the best player, but that was the guy who gave me the most trouble. I don't even remember his name, but it was a guy from Columbus, a winger. Short black guy. I think he played in Spain before in Villarreal, but that was the guy who I had the most trouble with. I don't remember his name though.
Was he? I forget his name. I think I have somebody in mind, but I can't remember his name either. But it was a guy from Columbus who played for Villarreal. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, a black guy, like a short black guy. Yeah.
Was he from Africa?
Probably. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. I can't remember, but okay for sure. And then obviously,
yeah, the name is eluding me right now. I don't remember the name.
Yeah,
but he was pretty good, man. It was tough
for sure. And then obviously you go to Richmond Kickers, and then go to OKC. How are those let's say experiences?
OKC was great, man. There was a lot of guys from the Caribbean there, you know, so similar cultures. I think I had a lot of fun in OKC. Definitely, yeah. I think I enjoyed my time there, yeah.
For sure. Best forward that you have faced in your whole career?
Best forward. Best forward.
Kenwayne Jones?
I haven't played against Kenwayne too much now. Yeah. Maybe Chicharito.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah. For sure. He's just always moving, man. He's clever. I mean, it's difficult to mark someone who you don't see.
Yeah.
He's like always trying to be out of your sight.
Yeah. Well, when did you play against him? In La Copa Oro, I think, or no?
In a friendly match.
Friendly match. Did you guys win?
Match. So I think it was 4-4. We tied 4-4.
Damn. Wow. Okay.
4-4, 3-3.
And then obviously you're a left back, but in your opinion, Mekeil, who is the best left back in Trinidad and Tobago's history? Obviously talking about soccer.
In Trinidad and Tobago's history? Yeah. Oh. In the history of Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
The best left back. For me, I think he's deceased right now, Akeem Adams.
Oh, I
think he was pretty good, and he didn't get a chance to meet his full potential because of the passing, you know. But I think he was pretty good, and he definitely would have been.
For sure. Best teammate with national team and club?
Best teammate with national team and club. Yeah. National team? I would have to decide between Jovan Jones and Kevin Molino.
Yeah.
For national team and club. Best teammate ever. That's tough. I I would say Kevin Doyle.
Oh, the guy from
Kevin
England,
Doyle.
right?
The Irish guy.
Irish guy who played in England, right?
He scored a lot of important goals for us, man. He was like top class. Top class. When we was having tough times and we would get like one chance and he would tuck it away for us.
Yeah, for sure. And obviously now playing back in Guatemala with Municipal, has the Guatemalan league grown? Because obviously you've been away for 4 or 5 years, but now being back, I mean, be honest, has the league grown at all?
I think so, yeah. I see a lot more fans. I think it's a lot more organized. The teams are way more professional. Not that they weren't before, but I think it's a lot more professional now, and there's a lot more fans involved.
Yeah.
So I think so, yeah.
For sure. Is it nice having players that speak English there in Municipal with Hagen, Payeras, Gallardo? Is it nice having, to communicate in English?
Yeah, definitely. It's tough. It's tough when you don't speak the language. Sometimes you feel left out. So with these guys, I don't have the chance to feel that way because they're always communicating with me. I'm always trying to speak Spanish. They speak English. Yeah. We got our own little language. It's like Spanglish.
Most definitely.
Yeah, so it's cool.
Yeah, and then obviously while playing, how is it playing with them, and possibly like playing with Monterroso or other players that don't really speak English? Like, how is that experience playing on the field?
I mean, I think the words that I need to know in Spanish to play with guys, I think I know it. I know left, right, forward, back. So simple instructions that you would need in the game. I know how to use that in Spanish, so it's fine.
For sure. Hablas un poquito de español, right? Could you mention us to, some words for the fans?
For the fans, Vamos Municipal.
Vamos Rojos.
Vamos Rojos, con todo, para 32.
For sure. And then obviously being in Guatemala, how is it when a little kid or parents come up to you asking for a photograph or asking for a picture? And I'm imagining they call you Andy, right? Not Mekeil.
Yeah, some Andy, some Williams, but never Mekeil, yeah.
Never Mekeil. But
I mean, no, it's great, man. When people appreciate you and the work that you do and appreciate your skill, it's always a great feeling. It's I wouldn't say accomplishment, but it's something that you look forward to. You feel happy to know that you could put a smile on someone's face just by doing what you love.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. And obviously, when you first arrived right now with Municipal, everybody was talking about Andy. And I was surprised because I've never heard anybody refer to you as Andy. And I've always known about you as Mekeil. But did that surprise you when all the social media was talking about Andy Williams?
Yeah, definitely, because no one's ever called me Andy before in my life. I actually don't even like it, but it's whatever, man. It's whatever.
For sure. And obviously, there's a lot of talent in Guatemala, especially right now with Municipal. Like, a lot of young players like Rudy Barrientos, Choco Alvarado. But do you think there are some players in Municipal right now that could possibly play out of Guatemala?
I mean, I like Chema a lot. Mm-hmm. Chema, the captain. I like Choco and Rudy. I think these three guys are pretty good, and I think they could definitely play outside. Also, Monte. Monte is pretty good, man. Monte is a warrior.
The right back.
Yeah, Monte is pretty good, man.
What about Nico Hagen?
Nico is pretty good also. And the other goalkeeper, Alejandro. He's pretty good also. Alessandro, yeah, he's pretty good also, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so there's a lot of good players in the team, but I think those guys stand out a little more for me.
Yeah, most definitely. And then obviously talk about, if you could talk to us about how is Nico Hagen as a person, because obviously you're his defender. You guys have a lot of communication within the back, but how is Nico Hagen as a person and as a goalkeeper?
Nico is cool, man. I think everyone on the team is cool. I got a good relationship with everyone, so not just him individually, but I think he's a cool guy on and off the field. Each and every one, man. I have to say that about all the players. They're pretty cool and welcoming.
Most definitely. And then what do you do in your time, in your free time?
Honestly, I just go to practice, go to games, and then I like chilling at the crib alone, or maybe I go hang at Gambetas a little bit. Kick his ass in some FIFA. Yeah, but that's about it, man.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm imagining you probably FaceTime or Messenger your family, right? That's possibly back in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
For sure.
Definitely.
Then how was it playing and debuting for TNT, if I'm not wrong, in 2012 against Finland? A very close game.
Yeah, man, that was kind of so. That was like a so real moment for me, man, because like a couple months before, I was sitting in the stands watching a game, thinking, yo, I want to be playing there sometime. And then a few months later, I'm actually playing, and then to score on your debut, that was great, man. That was amazing for me.
Yeah, for sure.
That was amazing for me.
Hardest thing about being a professional soccer player, because obviously us as the fans, we see you guys, you probably earn a lot of money, you guys get women, go clubbing, cars and everything, but obviously in some cases that's not the reason. But in your case, what is the hardest thing about being a professional soccer player?
I think the hardest thing about being a professional soccer player is being in the public's eye all the time. Everyone is always judging you, waiting for you to make a mistake, do something stupid. I mean, yeah, you're a professional. People are going to be looking up to you. But, I mean, we're just human also, you know. So, I mean, if we could be a little more free, a little more relaxed, that would be much more fun. But, I mean, responsibility comes with the role that you play. So, it's all good.
For sure. What are your short and long-term goals?
Long-term goals would probably to get back to one of the... Not long-term, short-term. One of the short-term goals is to get back to one of the top leagues, you know, playing probably MLS or back to Europe. And long-term would be to qualify for a World Cup with Trinidad and Tobago.
Most definitely. How long did you sign for Municipal?
18 months.
So around so a year and a half, around there?
Yeah.
Sure. Best left back right now for you?
In the world?
Yeah.
Marcelo
from Real Madrid.
From Real Madrid, yeah.
And I'm imagining you're a Madrileño fan. I'm guessing.
Say again?
You support Real Madrid?
No.
Who do you support?
Barcelona,
culé.
Barcelona, yeah.
For sure. If you could have a dinner with a legendary left back from wherever, who would it be with and why?
Marcelo. Man, I just love the way this guy plays, man. He's just so smooth. I don't even think he's a defender. He does everything so well. He attacks, he defends. He's like a midfielder.
Yeah.
I mean, I would definitely like to sit and chat to this guy just to meet him.
Yeah, most definitely. And then from you playing with the national team against different countries, has there been like a top player that you may have exchanged jerseys or talked to?
I exchanged jerseys with a couple guys, yeah. You gotta excuse me, man. My memory's bad, but but yeah, I think I exchanged a couple jerseys, yeah.
And then in 2015, were you in the game when you guys beat us, Guatemala, in the Gold Cup? Were you playing that game?
I was there, yeah. I didn't play in that game, but I was there, yeah. I was in the squad, yeah.
Okay, for sure. And then as a little kid, was there somebody that you looked up to?
As a little kid?
Yeah.
I think my dad.
Your papa?
My dad. He was the reason I started playing soccer. He would always encourage me, you know. I think he gave me great advice. The stuff he would tell me, I could see it in my game every day. Yeah. Like, he would always tell me, pass the ball, don't just kick the ball away, be composed, you know, try to go forward, try to score goals. You know, so I think he influenced my game a lot.
For sure. Did your dad have the chance to play professionally?
No, he never played professionally, but he played when he was growing up. Okay. He played a bit, yeah.
For sure. And then yesterday, if I'm not wrong, or Saturday, Musa Marega, a Mali international player, posted and got racially abused, which is very unfortunate. I do not like racism at all. But in your case, what do you think should stop racism? Because obviously soccer and racism has happened and occurred for a long time now, you know, and it's BS. But in your case, what do you think should stop racism within football?
I think the clubs and the leagues, they got to take a stand, you know. There's no room for that in soccer, you know. Yeah. It's unacceptable, and I think if there's a case, I think the person should be punished seriously, like
banned for life.
Ban them for life. I don't want to hear 2 months ban, 2 years, 3 years, ban them for life.
Yep.
Because, I mean, people are coming out there, people have feelings. It's real people you're dealing with.
Yep.
And you shouldn't be made to feel less because of your skin color.
Yep. I completely
I mean,
agree.
we're all equal. We all play soccer together. You're going to have teammates who white, brown, blue, yellow, you know. We should all feel equal.
Yep, exactly. I completely agree. And then obviously, I watched and heard a commentator yesterday that once Musa Marega left to make a stand, he said that him and the coach and the whole team should have left the field, and that's what people and other teams should do within the future, you know, because I think that would be a good idea to make a stand for the whole club to leave the entire game. Don't you think?
I definitely think that your players and your coaches should support you.
Yeah.
And I mean, if it's something that's happening often and you've had enough of it and you make a stand, I definitely think your team should be behind you 100%, no doubt.
Most definitely. Have you ever dealt with racism within soccer or no?
Yes, I have. In Poland especially, I think the people there are they're crazy, man. Yeah. It's really crazy in Poland. Me personally, I tried not to let it affect me.
Yeah.
There was one time in a game I didn't even know what the guy said. But apparently he was saying some racial slurs to me, and one of my teammates understood him because I didn't understand the language. And I was like, I saw them getting into a fight, and I was like, what's going on? And then they told me. That's the only reason I knew what he said. But it was a Brazilian dude who defended me. Yeah, it was a Brazilian dude who defended me. So yeah.
Wow. Okay, for sure. And then the best food that you've tried in Guatemala so far? Anything or no?
I haven't tried anything in particular. I mean, I eat regular stuff.
Okay. Like Pizza Hut, I'm imagining. Pizza?
No pizza. I haven't had pizza. No. Nah. But I don't eat out a lot. I cook at home, so.
Oh, you're your own chef.
Yeah.
For sure. What sacrifices have you done to be where you are today?
I mean, sacrificing being away from your family, your friends, you know, that's the biggest sacrifice. That's the hardest sacrifice. I mean, it could even take a toll on your personal life. It's difficult to be in a relationship with someone when you're always traveling and maybe they're not able to be there with you. I think that's a big sacrifice.
Most definitely. Who has the worst fashion within the locker room right now with Municipal?
Brandon De Leon.
Brandon De Leon. Oh, the guy who you were rooming with in Shella, right?
Yeah.
And the shyest person?
The shyest person, probably
Monterroso.
Yeah, probably Monterroso, yeah.
The funniest, the jokester.
The funniest, I mean, Jaime makes a lot of jokes, but I would give it to Brandon, man.
Brandon De Leon.
Yeah, I would give it to Brandon, but Jaime makes a lot of jokes also.
Yeah, for sure. Who do you think wins the champions? Because obviously champion season is right now this week. There's a lot of good matchups, but in your case, who do you see winning the champions? Maybe Barcelona, I'm guessing.
I would like Manchester City to win.
After the 2-year appeal, right? 2-year suspension.
Well, before. That's why I want them to win this one.
Yeah.
Because they about to be suspended, so I would definitely like them to win this one.
For sure. To finalize the interview, Mekeil, what advice would you give to young kids from Guatemala, Trinidad, or from wherever country, advice to them to become a professional soccer player like yourself? Because obviously you've done a lot of sacrifices. You know what it is to go through to become where you are now.
I mean, if you love the game, then you gotta dedicate yourself to the game. You know, I know you gotta believe in yourself. You know, it's gonna get tough sometimes. You're gonna doubt yourself, but you gotta know if that's something that you want. You gotta put your best foot forward every day. You gotta wake up each morning and believe you're gonna improve. You gotta work. You gotta sacrifice.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be tough. Never let somebody discourage you. When the tough gets going, that's when you need to dig in and be a man.
For sure. Well, thank you so much, Mekeil. I wish you the best with your national team with Trinidad y Tobago. Hopefully, guys, when you guys play Guatemala, don't beat us. I wish you the best with Municipal. And thank you so much for your time. I wish you the best of luck for you and your family.
Okay, man. Thank you. No problem.
Gracias por ver mi entrevista. A toda la gente del mundo que ve mis videos, muchas gracias. Si lo pueden compartir con sus familiares, se las agradecería bastante. Si se pueden suscribir y darle like a mi video, mil gracias. Y los veo hasta la próxima semana.